Hey everyone, welcome to Tri-County Technical College. If you're taking any online classes this semester, it'll be worthwhile to go over a few best practices when it comes to successful online learning. So, here we go. Number 1 is to create go-to spaces. A go-to space is really any place where you can create positive learning and productivity association. You're telling yourself, this is where I get stuff done. Whether it's setting up shop in the local cafe or at home, we still need to find a variation in our go-to spaces. On campus, the SSC includes the Learning Commons and West Dining, and both are great on-campus spaces for working and studying or taking your online course. And the social boost of having others nearby studying and working can help keep us engaged and attentive. Of course, you can make your room or dorm room work too, but you need to avoid adverse conflicting cues, so we'll need to physically transform those spaces by putting away distractions and devices so we don't confuse snoozing or gaming or hangout space with learning space. 2. Create structure. Online courses, particularly asynchronous ones, give us greater flexibility and control over our own class time, but it sometimes threatens to leave us adrift. To compensate, we need to establish a regular work schedule. Being a student is a full-time job, so we have to take a lunch pail and hard hat approach to our learning. Creating a regular study schedule with defined blocks of time for each subject area is a great idea. This is your learning project and you're the foreman, so you need to map out the schedule that's going to get the job done. Be sure to include enough time not just for each module or task, but for the everyday practice you'll need to really master the content. 3 is to create desirable struggle. Real learning means grappling with the material and wrestling with important ideas, so we'll need to go deeper than just completing tasks on a checklist. We'll need to challenge ourselves, to ask critical questions, and maybe get outside our comfort zones. We can create those challenges by varying our approach and trying new ways to engage with the material, not just rereading yet again or replaying the same lecture over and over, but retrieving, self-testing, explaining to others. In other words, changing it up a little. Try to get the most out of everyday necessities. Even though they sometimes seem tedious, making the extra effort to create a thoughtful bulletin board post can really pay off. You complete the task, sure, but you also get more out of the task in terms of your own thinking. And your professor will appreciate the fact that you've engaged thoughtfully with the material. 4. Create community. Online courses can often feel isolating. We feel distant from our classmates and instructors, but we know that learning is more impactful when it's shared, so we'll need to make the most out of those opportunities we do have to engage. Like drop into office hours and then ask a question. Your instructor will be happy you're there. Form online study groups to go over material, exchange notes and quizzes, and explain key concepts to each other. Co-study with a friend. Even if you're working on different subjects, having that designated time to learn together will be effective. And take advantage of the support services that college provides, like having a regular check-in with a tutor. Research shows that the most important factor in achieving success as a student is actually just connecting to others who see value in our efforts. And 5. Create breaks. Screen time is unavoidable in online learning, but too much screen time can be cognitively overwhelming. It can sap us of energy, attention, and essentially zombify our brains. Experts suggest that we move away from the screen every 20 to 30 minutes to rest our eyes and refocus. Furthermore, creating those short break times can actually help us learn more effectively. And furthermore, our bodies and brains need to re-engage with the rest of the world in order to perform at their peak. We've seen how important it is to create a study schedule, but it's equally important to build in break time. And that doesn't mean just changing screens to watch a video. It means getting up and moving, taking a walk around the block, taking a short hike in a natural environment, playing frisbee in the park. Our brains and our bodies are deeply connected. In order to function best, we've got to take care of both. And there are multiple ways to keep getting better at learning right here in the Learning Commons, like our awesome skill shops. So check out the Edge app to see the different skill shops we're offering this semester.